Happy birthday to you.
The banner on the front porch and the birthday cake candles
Don't take a camera on my open mouth.
kind of give the surprise away.
Trick candles?
I don't think so.
I sure did know I was 101, and I feel good about that.
And over a party of cake and pizza,
Very proud and have a lot to be proud about.
Herb Shaner's son and daughters
There's no one like him. He's had a remarkable life.
wanted to remind us how remarkable those 101 years have been.
I've had a good life, and I still do.
He was a skinny kid from Dallas drafted into World War II who found himself at the Battle of the Bulge.
My whole infantry regiment got captured.
And for months,
That's just war. It's just the way it is. And
a sometimes starving POW.
I didn't become the hero, but I'm planning on being it.
But his family will tell you the hero part was just getting started.
Nobody gets that old.
Down the hallway, past the medals in a small room with decades of memories, is the story of a University of Texas track star and a Jesuit high school track coach.
Wonderful time in my life.
Several decades so wonderful that the annual track relays at the school
And so, yes, Hornack is right there now
still
battling forward.
bear his name.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
And for 69 years, his sweetheart Gloria has been by his side.
That one right there?
Yeah.
I love you.
On his 99th birthday, he was driving a Sea-Doo. On his 100th, he was dancing on a river cruise. And at 101 admits he might be slowing down a bit. But his son says one memory
We'd be proud of him if he never accomplished anything.
might describe him best. In 2019, when a tornado struck Dallas, his son had to abandon a heavily damaged house and walk to a police roadblock.
We come out of the neighborhood, and there's my dad standing across the street.
At 95 years old, Herb Shaner had driven across town to help.
He had seen it on TV. He came to get us.
So never mind the room full of stuff over here. That tells me a lot.
He's my hero.
A hero, not because he has a room full of trophies and medals.
Well, he's been my hero my whole life.
His kids want you to know that life as a good husband and dad, with Gloria's help, is worthy hero stuff too.
All right, it's Hometown Radio KGAF.
By now, you might already know
Good morning, KGAF is here. Is this Holly?
how this Christmas tradition works.
Me and my kids, we lost our house.
A tiny radio station in Gainesville,
Hi, is this Misty?
screening handwritten letters,
All right, on the phone with us now is Stephen.
and then calling each person
We lost my dad in 2019 to cancer.
to hear their stories,
My mom passed away unexpectedly.
their struggles,
I didn't even know that I had breast cancer. The mammogram caught it.
and then offering each one
Well, Julie, we're going to give you $1,000 in Secret Santa cash.
Wow. Oh, my God. Are you? Thank you. Thank you so much.
and then an hour later, handing each that cash in person.
And $1,000. Is that going to help your Christmas?
Yes, that'll
I think it's just amazing that we have a community like this that comes together and helps each other.
Even after 8 years of this, station manager Steve Everhart still won't say who the secret Santas are who offered $60,000 this year. Only that people like Carol Miller
You know, we lost a grandbaby a while back, and
make it worth it.
I don't think he ever get over something like that.
No, I'm sure you don't.
Yes, sure. Absolutely.
Thanks, Steve, on behalf of her late grandson and the other grandchildren, she is still trying to help.
I just think that's really awesome. Really awesome.
And Tamiko Dixon, who escaped an abusive relationship in Tennessee. She and her children are homeless, living in a hotel.
And it means much to me that somebody do care, and the people of Gainesville do care.
This demonstration of that care will continue as long as the station's secret Santas keep giving all this money.
How often do you get to just stand here and give people $1,000? You know, this is awesome.
Awesomeness from a place keeping Christmas spirit
Oh, thank you so much. God is good.
in the air.
Oh, this is going to be a great Christmas.
We haven't put the sign up, with the name of the patio.
To have a restaurant succeed,
5 o'clock somewhere. That's what it says on the sign.
an owner like Mary Vasquez sweats every detail.
I like to get out of that hot kitchen.
No job too hot or too small.
I love doing the silverware because I can sit down for a bit.
But each day on her way to work, a bigger problem she could not solve. The Fort Worth corner of Summit and I-30, the same weathered and begging faces every day.
I always rolled the window down. I always gave him money. I never passed him and not gave him anything. I always gave him something.
That someone
2 to 3 hours every day.
Was a guy named Mike.
I could just feel people's disapproval. It takes a toll on anybody. It's very stressful. It's very humiliating.
Humiliated and homeless.
You turn your back on anything, it's gone.
He lived in nearby Trinity Park.
Homeless people get killed or found dead out on the streets pretty much every day.
But each day, if he wanted to live, wanted to eat, he'd become one of those guys with one of those cardboard signs.
I did not like holding that cardboard sign at that highway ramp. It's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. In the back of my mind, nobody's gonna help me. Nobody, no, you're a piece of crap, and while I was standing there thinking that, looking at the ground, a lady honked her horn and...
He had his sign. He always had a smile, though.
Mary Vasquez.
He always had a smile, and I thought...
Made him an offer.
I said, here's some money, and would you like to work? Do you need a job? Would you work? He came the very next day. He rode a bicycle.
Mike Stewart is now
some tables, I clean back there.
The busiest busboy and dishwasher.
Whatever, if we get real busy, everybody just kind of...
At Mary Vasquez's Enchiladas Ole.
Make a round trip all together in probably less than 15 minutes.
Oh my gosh, that's wonderful.
Sometimes working
Aww.
side by side.
Were you last night working with the band?
Uh-huh.
And that was a year and a half ago. And he's never missed. He's never missed. He loves working, and we love having him. Yeah, he's working.
But Mike was still homeless. Life in the park still challenging.
Oh, he folded me up like a pretzel, like origami. Oh man, he beat the crap out of me.
Until the next offer, Fort Worth Housing Solutions and a roof over his head.
Oh, it's been a long time, actually, a place of my own.
An apartment of his own for the first time in 15 years.
And I've got it made. This is a blessing.
Mary, however, thought he needed one blessing more. The gift of an electric scooter came at Christmas. The hardest working man in Fort Worth is now always at work on time.
Oh man, it touches my heart, man. I don't know, I'm very thankful. Shoot, it means I'm starting to feel like a person again.
People are people. Whether they're homeless or they're ex-offenders, they're people. It's a soul. And that's what we want, is to be able to help people to have a normal life.
A person, a human, got a little bit of dignity.
There are more than 2,000 people living on the streets of Fort Worth. Mike believes his days on his old corner are officially over.
It's hard talking about it kind of now.
Back at his new apartment, a painting over his bed reminds him how those days came to an end.
Everybody needs some help sometimes, a hand up.
A hand up from someone who took a chance with a serving of hope on her menu too.
You're wonderful.
When I first came home from the hospital,
it was a trailer home in a place called Blooming Grove, Texas.
I went through a really bad depression.
Where Wendy Adkins first showed me
upper arms and my body strength to twist the cap.
How cruel.
Upside down with my teeth.
Life can sometimes be.
That's how I make my water. Simple enough.
A surgical procedure to help reduce migraines.
October 2019 is when I got sick.
Brought an infection 2 weeks later.
One of the sutures tested positive for strep.
Toxic shock, a medically induced coma. Surgeons did save her life.
I woke up and this is what I see.
But at the cost of losing her withering hands and feet.
They did all 4 amputations at once. And all those clicks means it's on and it's secure.
The reason for this conversation 1 year ago was that this was all her insurance would pay for. Hands that pinch and clamp.
That's all it does.
Nothing more.
I just
Wendy wanted so much more.
I just want to feel normal again, I want to... Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I mean, it's that simple, wanting to feel normal, right?
I know I'm never going to be normal, but just having the ability to do things that everybody else can do.
That was 1 year ago. This time, I found her in Corsicana.
I'm just literally taking it day by day.
Where life had thrown another uppercut.
And then, I got sick and distance just happens.
A
And
new apartment, part of her split.
Got divorced.
From her husband.
That was kind of a bummer.
But with her dog Mazzy still by her side, something else happened too. That GoFundMe 1 year ago topped out near $100,000. Enough.
And it's also magnetized, so that helps me.
For the helping hand she was asking for.
Let me see.
In fact,
this one goes on this arm, so it's this one.
Enough for two.
I'm right-handed, and I'm waving to you. Every penny made the difference. Every penny. And people don't realize it was such a blessing. Been such a crazy journey from when it all started.
A journey.
If you want to see the actual hand, I can take this covering off. Come on, there we go.
That has her learning how to handle her sometimes difficult life again.
Come on. There we go.
Retraining her brain to make each finger move independently.
I can do an okay sign and a finger pointer. I promise I can.
And she promises that complete strangers
This is great.
have completely changed her life.
It's good to know that there's still good people. And people care. And because people care, I'm able to live a little better in the world. And that's just a remarkable thing.
Oh, and there's one more remarkable thing.
The best part of the year was when
His name is Colt.
all I gotta do is look at a picture of him, and it just makes it better.
Wendy
Became a grandma.
is known as Gigi now. Another reason to hold on to the not always cruel life she's been given.
Some of the things that I went through, I think, will break a human. I almost had the okay sign. It did almost break me in the beginning, but show me that I'm a fighter. I'm stronger than what I knew.
Stronger because a pair of bionic hands have given her hope for her own future, and the kind gesture of strangers given her hope for the rest of us too.
It's exciting.
It is exciting.
And the public made it possible. I will forever be thankful and blessed.
Her name is Lila,
Where are we going?
and it's been a rough first 2 years.
It was at the 20-week ultrasound that we saw the heart defect.
A heart defect whose only solution would be a heart transplant. It happened at Children's Health in Dallas when she was 8 months old.
Her first year, she went through more hard things than most people will go through in their entire lives. Is that Cuddle Bear?
But along with all of the medical marvels that saved Lila, there's also a wood shop in Richardson.
I'm a self-taught, YouTube-taught woodworker.
And a man named Bodie Pendus.
5/8.
He's making boxes from a very old piece of wood.
Honestly, I'm sad.
It was called the Quadra Quincentennial Bur Oak, more than 90 feet tall and 500 years old, when it fell in Plano's Bob Woodruff Park in 2023.
And to see your favorite tree laying on the ground.
For an arborist, it was a horrible day.
I'm kind of in mourning, I don't know how else to describe it.
But in that sense of mourning, woodworkers wanted to create something useful.
Can you say hi?
Just as another family's loss gave Lila the gift of life. They wanted to bring purpose to the loss of what was the oldest North Texas tree.
I'll nominate Ed Maston for treasurer. Damn.
The North Texas Woodworkers Association, a group of hobbyists and part-time tinkerers, crafted dozens of jewelry boxes, all shapes and sizes, a place to keep these.
Some of the children, over their course of their stay, they may get 500 to 1,000 beads.
The Beads of Courage program at Children's Health. Bracelets and necklaces to mark every treatment, every milestone, every medical miracle.
There's no time for processing in the moment. You're just going from crisis to crisis. So having that memento to kind of look back on is really nice.
Just to kind of show, like, oh, look at all the things she went through. Look at all of these beads and look at her now.
Here we go. So,
The North Texas woodworkers are creating as many Beads of Courage bur oak boxes as they possibly can.
To be able to give back to the parents going through this traumatic time in the life of their children, to have a little bit of encouragement that they will come out the other side.
Hi, I'm BoP Pindis.
And BoP Pindis, who shares videos of his woodworking techniques, does this for one more reason.
And about the time that I was making the videos, my grandson was diagnosed with leukemia.
A grandson also successfully treated at Children's Health.
So I made him his own Beads of Courage box.
As for Lila,
She's doing amazing.
she's too young to know what that handcrafted box and those beads really mean. But someday, Mom and Dad will tell her.
It's very cliche and, parenting, like, oh, you enjoy every day and cherish every moment. But, like, we really do, because we didn't know we would have these moments.
Moments of courage and the story of one very old and still giving tree. There are 40,000 or so people in Hurst, Texas, 40,000 or so stories.
I always felt like an oddball.
Stephanie Meyer didn't know hers was one.
Never did I question.
That might prove difficult to tell.
Even though I felt different, I just thought I was a little bit weird.
A weird childhood with an awkward mix of good memories and bad. Until nearing her 44th birthday and a DNA test kit.
In a conversation with my mom, she told me my results might be surprising.
Ancestry DNA proved her mom right. Her dad was not her biological dad.
I mean, I was definitely in shock.
Someone else was.
That's when my brain completely fell to pieces. I broke. And maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm extra fragile. But it completely undid me.
This was different. This was
250 miles away in Cypress, Texas.
Oh my God, my world crumbled.
Paulette Bethel's world was coming undone too.
That it took about 90 seconds for my world as I knew it to blow up.
She knew she was multicultural. Her home celebrates that fact. But the DNA test kit at age 66 proved half of her life had also been a lie.
Absolutely, for me, blew up my sense of who I thought I was. For months, I cried nonstop. I had a story. This changed my story.
Both women were now in a club they didn't really care to be in. DNA NPE is what science calls them, DNA not parent expected. Paulette Bethel's dad.
I was still devastated.
Was also not her biological dad.
This is not just grief. This is trauma. This is identity trauma.
But when Paulette Googled this phrase, surely I cannot be the only person that's going through this, she found the NPE network, a support group in Texas, now some 16,000 strong.
This is me.
People with stories just like hers.
Oh my God, this is true.
She did find a new extended family. They've accepted her, but want their privacy respected. And Paulette's parents have passed. There are answers she will never get from her mom.
In this life, I won't know.
There is a happier connection. Back in Hurst.
Can you see me?
Hey, Pop. Yes, can you see me?
I can. You look beautiful.
Stephanie found Jim Parsons in Arizona, her biological dad.
Did it take long to put two and two together?
Not for me.
After a relationship with Stephanie's mom all those years ago, he never knew Stephanie existed. Stephanie's mom kept that secret to herself.
I think that was an honorable, noble choice.
It felt like a blessing.
A blessing now that brought Stephanie a new family and new siblings who have welcomed her with open arms.
I always wanted a daughter. I couldn't be happier.
Even though it was really hard to discover, I would not pack Pandora's box back up.
But I want to know my story.
And even though the Pandora's box opened in Cypress, Texas, has not been as kind to Paulette.
I'm not who I thought I was.
She is also a trained trauma counselor and coach. She's now helping others get through days just like this.
When you were asking if I'm okay, my life finally makes sense.
A sense of self.
This was our first cruise together.
Slowly being pieced back together.
I'm just really thankful. I make a lot more sense now that I really know who I am.
And in an era of unexpected DNA surprises, that's all that any Paulette or Stephanie really wants to know.
Yes.
Okay, bye, Pop.
It was a Friday morning on a bus stuck in the mind-numbing crawl of Los Angeles traffic.
All right, everybody.
But the first destination of the day,
I want to say thank you so much for coming out.
Was important.
We couldn't ask for a better morning. I mean, it is just beautiful out here.
Los Angeles National Cemetery, and that bus with 4 faces on each side. One of them.
So he passed away March 15th of 2018.
Garrett Willman's dad.
He was a man of faith. Loved his family.
Randy Woolman was a Dallas firefighter, just 53 when he died. Doctors say the cancer that killed him came from the dangers of his job.
Yes, sir, the top one.
And with his dad's name on a firefighter air tank on his back, Garrett led a march through the cemetery and through West LA.
Letting people hear my story, letting people hear his story. I'm not going to say it gets easier to tell it, but I want to tell it.
It's the way Carry the Load has been telling its message for more than a decade now. Buses crisscrossing the country, converging Memorial Day weekend in Dallas.
We're doing good. Good. Really hot out here, but we're good. Yeah.
Stories like the Macias twins on a 4-mile march from Dodger Stadium to downtown LA. The American flag from their U.S. Army father's funeral.
He has passed on, I miss him.
Part of the load and the memory they choose to carry.
It makes me proud, and it makes me, I'm very proud of everybody that has served, especially my dad. And it really touches my heart. It does.
First of all, I want to say thank y'all for coming out.
This bus route and all the daily marches in between started in Seattle. On a 90-degree day in Los Angeles, the Macias sisters marched all the way to Figueroa and the Santa Monica Freeway and Bob Hope Patriotic Hall.
We owe it to them to show up and to say their name and to continue their story.
Where Colton Morrow got to tell his reasons for being here.
I carry Eric Hill every day with me.
His partner on a Hopkins County, Texas ambulance until his death in 2021. Suicide is another military and first responder toll that these marches and trips are trying to carry and fight.
Eric is one of many, but his legacy is etched into my heart.
And as the bus rolled down I-5 to La Jolla's Mount Soledad,
it takes 1 second to reach a hand out to say, are you okay?
It was the message and burden Sherilyn Bolger was carrying too. Her pack with the name of an Army National Guard soldier named Drew Kohler, and her own father, who brought his own demons home from Vietnam.
And then take it another step further if you can and say, how can I help you?
Back at Mount Soledad with its own memorial and the names, faces, and stories of 10,000 veterans.
It's a different kind of, carried the load this year. So
Brian Marin carried his dad's name, a Vietnam veteran he lost just a few months ago.
So I've had a lot of friends who've died in combat, and then friends who've committed suicide, and that all served. And so it was always an honor of that.
Ask your friends, your family, our team members, who are you carrying?
And every place like this they go to, every place they walk, they find more and more families grateful for the effort, grateful to know that their loved ones are being remembered too. Because whether it's high above San Diego,
it's an honor for me to drive this bus.
Or on a bus driven by a proud Army veteran.
I've seen people show up hurting and leave feeling better.
The reflection of those faces and their stories help us remember what Memorial Day is really about.
It's awesome meeting these people and hearing their stories and carrying the load for them. Makes it a little bit lighter.
There's an old saying that we all die twice. The second time when people stop saying our name. That's the story behind Randy Willman's face.
He already died once, and we're going to say his name as much as we can.
And as long as they can, on the long road